All right, so you know what time it is. It is time for our daily dose of multiple choice questions. This is DG Makes Math Easy. We are intentional about making math dimensional, and this is our 3-a-day multiple choice marathon. Episode 23, go and check out the previous episodes. We are working the May 2011 paper. And today we're looking at questions 7 to 9. If you're new here, subscribe. Please refer someone else who's, let's say, more than likely someone who's going to be doing the CXC exam. But many of these questions can be done by persons who are either above that level or below. All right, so yes, go ahead and share the videos. Let me know in the comments if you are benefiting from these videos. All right, and stay tuned for more. So join me tomorrow again for our 4th episode this week. All right, let's get straight into the questions. The first one for today says, negative a half cubed is the same as, and we are supposed to find that answer. All right, so it's a negative of whatever the answer is when you find a half cubed. All right, and we know that if we are raising a fraction to a power, it's the same as raising the individual numbers of the fraction. So the numerator, raise it to that power. Denominator, raise it to that power. All right, so it's negative of whatever that is. So we're going to keep writing back our negative sign. 1 cubed is definitely not 3, but 1, 2 cubed, of course, there is a distraction there with 6. If you look in our options, we notice that there is a 6 there because it's tempting for a lot of students to write that 2 cubed is 6. So remember that 2 cubed doesn't mean 2 times 3, but it actually means 2 times 2 times 2, 2 to the 3rd power. All right, so this would have been 8. So the final answer is negative 1/8. And that would be A. All right, please feel free to pause the video, make any notes that you want to. And it is pretty much very simple. The highest common factor of 12, 15, and 60. Many persons can just go ahead and say it off the top of your head. Some persons can just look at the factors and rule out the ones that are incorrect. So definitely 60 cannot go into all of them without leaving a remainder. We're talking about factors. So the number must be less than 12, 15, and 60, or it could also be equal to the smallest one, all right? But of course, that is not the answer either. It's not 12. 12 is a factor of 60, but it is not a factor of 15. We will get a remainder if we divide 12 by 15. Can 3 go into all of these? Yes, sir. So 3 would have been the highest common factor, not 1 of all of these. All right, so let's say you didn't use that strategy, which is good to use for multiple choice elimination. Let's go ahead and write down what the factors of 12 are. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. And to ensure, when you're listing factors, to ensure you don't miss any, you can match them up. Like 1 times 12 gives you 12, 2 times 6 gives you 12, 3 times 4 gives you 12. All right, so you know you're not missing any. 15, that's going to be 1, 3, 5, and 15. And for the number 60, what would be the factors? You can go ahead and list them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, 12, 15, 30, 16. Let's check if we missed any. All right. So this will prove to you why this is a good strategy of checking for the pairs. 1 times 60, 2 times 30, 3 times, oops, we're missing something, right? So 3 times what would give us 60 would be missing a factor of 20. 4 times 15, 6 times, ouch, okay, here we go. 6 times 10, but then the 12 doesn't have a pair. So we know that we would have missed the 5 from this space that I deliberately left. Anyway, right, so those are the factors. And if you want to know the highest common factor, what you would do is look at the common factors first. All right, So the common factors would have been 1 and 3 in all of them. All right. And then the highest of those 2 common factors would have been 3, and that's the final answer. Number 9, if 3n is an odd number, which of the following is an even number? So we know, I'm going to use just counting numbers here. We know that these are the odd ones. We also know these are the even ones, right? And if there is an odd number, right, which of the following is an even number? Now, if we have an odd number here, 3n, and we subtract 1 from it, will we get an even number? Ta-da-da. The answer is yes. So any of these odd numbers, if we should subtract a 1 from them, we get an even number. All right, so good. Why wouldn't B work? If any of these represented that odd number 3n, right? And we try to subtract 2 from that, we would actually end up with another odd number. All right. If we add 2, the same thing happens. We would end up with another odd number. All right. 3n plus 2n. If this is odd, and we're adding an even number to that. And why is it even? Because it's a multiple of 2n. All right. If we should ever add an even number to any odd number, we will get back an odd number. And you can test those theories. All right. So A is definitely your answer. And that is pretty much it for today. All right, that is the end of episode 23. And we invite you back tomorrow for another 3-a-day multiple choice marathon episode. All right, so bye-bye. Goodbye from DG Makes Math Easy. I'll see you.